Hey team, this is Mrs. Hunter. So let's talk about titrations a little bit. You should have already seen that video. It's really, really good at kind of showing you this technical lab technique. I'm just going to explain a few things that'll kind of help us as we get into calculating once you've actually recorded the data. So typically in the burette, you're going to put in the solution that you have a known concentration of. So we'll make our lives simple. We're going to say that we're filling the burette with a base. And you would read the bottle, and let's say it was 0.5 molar NaOH. Okay, and then you would take an initial reading. So, right, you'd get up close, and hopefully if you were looking at that other YouTube video, you could kind of see they had zoomed in on that. And you would record your initial reading. So this is one of the things that you're going to have in your data table. So let's say we were using kind of the numbers they had in that video. So the initial volume of my unknown might be, let's make up a good number, 42.55. And burettes are in milliliters. Okay. And then you're going to actually perform the experiment. So you're going to open up the burette. It's got a little handle, and it can let kind of a steady stream in, or it's so sensitive you can even let it in drop by drop. And hopefully you saw that in the video, that the closer they got to the end, or the end point, that's when the color changes. Oops, sorry. Well, in good news, I got my grocery delivery. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. So again, the end point is where that color changes. And that's how you know to stop adding any more of your known. That's actually how you know the reaction is perfectly done. Because these indicators will change right at the pH where it starts to neutralize. So then you'll take a final reading, right? So I'm assuming that the difference between the initial and the final is how much I used. So we would put that final reading in our chart. So let's say that final volume was 24.79 milliliters. Okay, so which do you use? What do you do with these numbers? Well, you can see how much was used by just subtracting the difference, right? Because if it went from there to there, that's how much was put into our flask. So we just need to subtract the difference. So you don't have to do anything funny with these numbers. We're just going to put in our calculator 42.55 minus 24.79. Okay, so that's a difference of 17.76 mLs. All right, now that's kind of, this is in our case our known, because we know the concentration of it, right? So the molarity, which is what we measure concentration in, was 0.50. All right, and so if we go back, we can figure out the volume of the unknown solution. Now, this is what we call the analyte. For our example, this is going to be our acid, and we're going to make that hydrochloric, so pretty straightforward. And this, we keep calling it the unknown because we do not know its molarity. We do not know its concentration. And that's what we're trying to figure out. So we added just enough base until it has been neutralized, and I know it's neutralized because the color changed. So this amount of analyte never changes. You measure it precisely in the very beginning. So let's say we used 10.0 milliliters that we had measured in a graduated cylinder or a pipette, like in the very official video. So that would also have been there from the beginning. So really the data that you had to collect was reading the burette. And you know to stop adding from the burette because the color changed because we had added some indicator to that analyte or the unknown that we're solving for. All right, and with this information, we can actually do our calculations now.